You heard it right. The writer of Avengers 5, aka Avengers The Kang Dynasty, says that he doesn't care about phases, the obsession that fans have over it, and he's just focused on the film. Phases, he doesn't care, and much like other people, he doesn't even really care about how it connects to them. Because to him, it's one project at a time. So this one quote that came from Gizmodo, who interviewed Jeff Loveness, who of course is the writer of Quantumania and Avengers The Kang Dynasty, has, well, it's caused a big stir and outrage online. Let's just put it how it is. And I don't get why, because what he's saying is true. He said nothing wrong. He actually said something that really is exactly how everybody outside of us mega nerds looks at this franchise. He said, look, we're 30 plus movies into the MCU and projects. There's so much stuff going on. There's so many things to deal with. There's so many moving pieces. I'm hired to write Avengers The Kang Dynasty. To me, I could care less about what phase it is. I could care less about how all the other things are going on around it, because that's up to those writers and directors. I'm working on this, and the phases don't matter. And I don't see why people are upset that he said this, because everything he said is correct. The Russo brothers said this about the other projects. When Taika was working on Thor, they were like, yeah, he's just doing his own thing. Joss Whedon said the same thing. He cares about the Avengers films he's working on, and the other people should focus on what they're doing, and the phase doesn't matter. Almost every single director and writer has echoed the same thing. And what he says about phases is 100% true. If you're a hardcore fan, if you're here, if you're listening to this, if you're watching a podcast we do or whatever, you know what a phase is. Guess who doesn't? The same person who's watching this film, who's watching Mandalorian, who has no idea who Bo-Katan is outside of the off chance that they've seen Clone Wars. Right? You guys get what I'm saying? The very same person that has no idea or doesn't care about Ahsoka because they didn't watch all of Clone Wars or anything like that, which is a huge part of the population. They only watch the live action stuff, and they don't care about the little, monotonous little details, phases, and things. Like, it doesn't matter. What he's saying is 100% correct, because the whole phase thing really doesn't matter. And you know how I know it doesn't matter? Because they come out, they announce a phase and all these projects, and then guess what? They reshuffle dates, they move them around, and things end up getting delayed, bumped forward, bumped out of phases into the next phase, or just delayed indefinitely. And guess what? It didn't affect anything when they made the original announcement, because most of these projects are made to stand alone, and the little things outside that connect the bigger picture can fall wherever, whenever, into whatever phase. So, yeah, I completely agree with him.